Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today from a little bit of a different view because we're going to be doing some reorganizing, and I wanted to kind of update you on what's been happening with me. I mean, mainly in terms of my phone, because I got a new phone finally. I like to use things until they are on their last leg, and my last phone was literally freezing up and turning off. Well, it wouldn't turn off, so I had to let the battery run out to have it turn off, just from doing really simple things. So it was time for me to get a new phone, and that's kind of what I want to talk about, because I figured out that it was my last phone that was taking me so long to upload. So now that I have my new phone, I really want to focus more on making videos for this channel in terms of like crafting with me and other types of things. So hopefully I can get it together enough. Right now I'm gonna be reorganizing my paper. So I thought I would take you guys along with me, and you can kind of see I'm not completely sure yet how I'm gonna do this, but maybe this will give you guys some ideas, or you guys can give me some ideas. But so I reorganized in 2020, like my whole entire craft area, and it worked for me for a while. I was going crazy with paper back then, so that's when I came up with this little filing situation here. I was dedicating a drawer to each genre that I had going on, because I was just getting so disorganized with all the paper that I had, either paper from digitals or from books, magazines, anything, right? It was just, I had to find a way to be really organized about it. So I made each drawer a different genre, and then over time I realized that I wasn't using a lot of the drawers. So that's what I'm going to be weeding out today. All right. So I'm kind of undoing a little bit of what I did back then, but keeping the drawers that I actually do use a lot, and we'll see what happens. So I love these units. I got them from Michaels. I'm sure you guys have seen them, or some of you guys have them, and I really like it. It's very convenient, it's very simple. The only thing I don't like about it is that it gets so dusty. So for instance, I've been dusting them, but like this one, this is my miscellaneous book pages, and I don't know if you can see, but there's dust all in there because it's not completely closed. So that's something I don't like about these. However, I love them so much that if I didn't have them, I would still get them knowing this. But that's what I'm trying to do today. Just clean a little bit so that I can get to the organizing part. All right. So here I have some baby book pages. So let me show you what I've done already. I took, as you can see, I already emptied these drawers right here. I think this was travel. This was something else. I'll show you. And I started putting them in these folders because a while ago I had bought a bunch of these. So what I am doing, like one drawer, I think it was this drawer, there was sewing book pages. So I took everything from that drawer, put it in here because I don't use that drawer a lot. And I just took the label off of it and put it onto here. I am going to redo all the labels, but for now, that's what I'm doing. So I did that already. I did... Okay, so these are folders that I had started before. This is my 1980s folder. So anything 1980s is going in here. I have a Christmas one. This is one of the drawers. Beauty, because I have this one book that I want to make a journal out of, and it was from a cosmetology school. And so I started collecting beauty pages from different eras. So they're going to go in here. I have a fussy cut flower one, children's book page, which here is another children's book page. So I'm going to put some of this into here. Marie Antoinette themed, sailing or lighthouse, travel, and then I have a lot of National Geographic magazines, and I want to be able to separate out the pages, like just deconstruct the whole thing and put them somewhere useful because I love so many of the pages. So I have a nature background because, you know, it's National Geographic. I love they're all from like the 50s and 60s, and I love the way it looks. So I want to save some in here for my glue books. And then I have a vintage glue book folder that I can put images in there. This came from here. This is a secretary book page because I have a vintage accounting book that I was meaning to turn into a junk journal. So I was collecting some secretary work type things in here. But yeah, so let's just kind of do this. Now, I want to start a baby one. Baby themed folder. So let me see what I have here. I don't have something that I can write with. As you can see, I was not really prepared. So let's just start with this page. And the pages even get dusty sitting in these drawers. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was thinking of putting, this is just very lightly damp. I was thinking of putting, I don't know, like a sheet over this. Maybe a sheet around the back so the front is only exposed. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just like under here to cover the sides and the back. I think that'll really help, and it's not gonna disrupt me trying to pull things out because there's so much dust. It's like it's been here for like 10 years or something. Okay, so this is gonna go in the baby folder. I also wanted to talk about my journal making. So I've been making a lot of notebooks. Okay, let's see. This is kind of a business thing, so I'll put it in the secretary folder. That's baby. This is a map page, which maps can really go for anything, but I think for now I'm gonna put it into my travel folder. Can you guys see how dusty it is? Probably not, but there's like fur balls. But journals, okay. So So I have not been making a lot of true junk journals. I've been making more like notebooks. But I really want to focus on journals again. So that's also why I want to start recording, because then I can kind of make videos more regularly too. All right, so it's incredibly dusty in here. And the reason why I started organizing is because I'm working on a set of 3 junk journals. I have them right here. I can kind of show them to you guys. And I need to situate all this paper because I use a lot of digitals in these journals. They're more like wallpaper type digitals, and I use a lot of them because I like it to be very eclectic, and that's kind of why I had to organize, because I'm drowning in paper. Okay. And I'm just trying to be really thorough with cleaning, because if I do put the sheets up, then I don't want to have to come back in and clean again. Just want to make sure this is really clean. It's incredible the amount of dust. All right, so these are the journals I'm working on. They're traveler notebook size, I believe. And they just have eclectic things in here. Lots of different fabrics and papers and stuff. And that's why I wanted to organize everything, because I have digitals here in this basket, and I just printed a whole bunch. And I need to organize it. All right, let's work on the children's book page. And another thing I have to think about is how I want to organize my digitals. Like I said, most of the digitals I get are not necessarily themed, but they're more just wallpaper type digitals that I find beautiful. And I buy a lot of different kinds. So, and I want to remember who they came from. So it's really important for me to organize them in a way that's going to be useful. Okay, these are all in my children's book pages or digitals. Most of this is, okay, this is a card that's probably too big to fit into my cards area, I think. I collected this flyer from somewhere. And this is from a ballet. I collected this as well. Here are some book pages. This is fabric. I don't usually put fabric in with my paper, but this is like extremely appropriate for this because it's literally nursery rhymes, I think. Humpty Dumpty. The little woman in the old shoe. Little boy blue. So that's why I wanted to keep it here. This is from a sewing binder, but they're all kids, so I thought it would be appropriate. Okay, and then I have these little odds and ends. I made this index card thing with watercolors that were really cheap from the dollar store, but I really like how vibrant it is. So I kept it in here. I did that so long ago. Okay. All right. Now we have a folder in here. So let me see what's going on in here, because if I can consolidate it, I definitely will. This looks like just that Mother, I think it's a Mother Goose book. I think I'll keep this separate because I like to sew on this paper, like hand sew. Like I make certain cards, so I'm gonna keep this separate. And what I'm thinking of doing with all these different folders. So before it was one genre per drawer, but now these folders, they fit perfectly in these drawers. Like it's a perfect fit pretty much. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do like maybe 3 or 4 folders in each drawer and list it in the front, which I think is gonna be perfect. And my goal, instead of hoarding these, is I want to fill them up. So I'm even thinking of doing maybe digitals that I don't use as often in these, and dedicate a few drawers just for digitals, and then dedicate some other drawers for the different genres, and then for the digitals and other types of paper, like I use a lot of floral papers, nature papers, stuff like that. I'm just going to keep them open in a drawer. So let's see how that works out. But this drawer, I'm just going to empty it all out. And I don't even know where I got this. I don't think I bought it because it wouldn't be sized like this. But it's super cute. These McCall ones. Okay, now that I'm getting to the bottom, it's getting dusty again. I love this book. And I love Family Circus. All right, let me dust this. For me, in the beginning, I found out about junk journals in 2018. So at first, it really took me a long time to make a journal, because I was trying to figure out things. And now it doesn't take me that long anymore, but the disorganization, because I have a very small space to work with, so the messes that projects make and the disorganization is what really stops me from being more productive. So that's really something I'm wanting to solve. And hopefully this is going to help. I think I needed to really separate out the different genres at first, so that it was really clear in my head what to do with the paper. But now I know what I use a lot of and what I don't use that much of. So hopefully it's gonna help me be more efficient with organizing, like space efficient, but not where it's just like things are kind of lost. All right, so children's, I'm going to peel this off of here and just stick it onto this folder. I'm going to be making new labels for everything. And then let's put all of this into here. Another reason why I turned the video on was I was hoping that it would make me be more efficient. I've really been wanting to make more retro journals. And I think this is going to help me be more productive. At some point, I'm probably going to organize these out more, because like children's book pages, that's a pretty general category. So I'm going to hopefully, I know this looks really frustrating. Let me redo this. There's so many different sizes. Okay, but I'm really hoping to separate this out even more. All right. Okay, hopefully this is gonna be better. And let's stick this in here somehow. You guys can't see anything. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, let's see why this is in here. I think I painted on these book pages. Yeah, I did. And I need to find a way to seal this. I mean, I love the colors, but it like comes off. I guess not that much, but I didn't want to just leave it. But I love those colors. I wonder where this paint is. All right, but let's just stick this in like this. Okay. All right, so these are floral book pages. Now I use floral a lot because I make a lot of nature and botanical journals. So I'm not crazy about that page. I think these were things that I wasn't crazy about. So you know what? I think I'm gonna put this into, I've been making paper, like handmade paper. I think I'm gonna put these to just turn into handmade paper. I guess that could go into my fussy cut. I kind of like that, as well as this. This is kind of pretty. This is okay. And then I have this, which should go I printed on fabric here. This is a scrap folder. I mean, a pocket. I'm not too crazy about that anymore. These are cute, but why are they in here? I mean, I think these should go into my cards. I don't know if they're vintage. This postcard. That's a pretty label. I feel like they don't make packaging very cute. All right. Okay, let's dust this. It's so dusty. Can't wait to put a sheet around both these. All right, but I think I'm gonna continue cleaning off camera because it's not very interesting just watching me dust. But let me know how you guys organize your papers. I would love any ideas because it can get overwhelming. So let me know any ideas, tips and tricks, things that work for you guys. And I will do another video hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully this is just going to take me today to do this, showing you what I ended up doing, like, you know, finally, like in the final stages. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye everyone.